Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back. We're going to do another flight with Jet Airways in Flight Simulator 2020, and I've called this video the pilot's view, because that's where we're going to be today. We're going to be sitting in the cockpit where we're supposed to be. We're not going to be outside the plane looking around taking photos of the clouds or the plane or the scenery or the landscapes. We're going to be in the cockpit for the entire flight, which is probably where the pilot should actually be, really, when you think about it. Okay, so what we are seeing now, outside views of the plane, is the only time we will see it, okay, because we're going to be in the cockpit flying it from takeoff to landing. And we're heading out of Richmond International today, and we're heading across to Ronald Reagan KDCA. So it's just a short regional hop as part of our regional daily services. So welcome aboard, guys. Hello to all the new subscribers. Yeah, welcome. Hope you enjoyed the videos, and let's get started. Let's jump into the cockpit and get things underway here today. I'm going to come down here. Now, if you're new to Flight Simulator or new to the 737 Max, I do have a cold and dark startup video available on my channel. If you just go back and see that, the cold and dark startup for the 737 Max does seem to be quite a popular video. So if you're new to the 737 Max, or if you're just getting started, go back and check out that video. I'm just going to do things quite quickly here. Just check the throttles are on idle. I will check that the gear lever is down, and check that the park brake is on. I'll come up here and I will get some power turned on. External power and the emergency power. Can adjust the panel brightness a little bit here according to the light outside. Turn on the fuel pumps and the APU master there. Turn on the APU bleed, open the isolation valve, and engine generators, and I think I'm going to get some clearance here. Request taxi, depart straight out. Our passengers are on board, all settled in. Our luggage is loaded and all secure. So we're okay. We're going to get clearance for pushback now. So I need to take off my parking brake, and we are getting pushback. Now the trick with the taxiing is not to go too fast. You bring the throttle up and the plane just sort of takes off. You're either going too fast or you just can't get the plane to move off the mark. So you've got to give it heaps of throttle to get it going. So what I do, I have a look down here. Now you see that rivet there. I bring the throttle up so that it is in line with that rivet. And if I have it in line with that rivet, it's enough power to get the plane rolling along quite nicely around about 15 knots without taking off too quickly. So I just bring the throttle up to that mark so that it's by that rivet there, lined up with that rivet, and then I leave it there and I don't touch it for the whole taxi. Okay, you can see that rivet there, and the bottom of the throttle quadrant, or the throttle lever, is lined up with that bottom rivet. And then you just tap your brakes. If you are going a little bit fast, just tap your brakes from time to time, just to bring the speed down a little bit and to keep it in check, particularly if you're going to start turning around a corner. Because before I was always playing around with the throttle. I either had it too high and I was going too fast, or it's too low and the airplane wouldn't move. So I found a sweet little spot for it. I put it there for my taxi and I just don't touch it. Also try and get the yellow line just on top of the windscreen wiper there. Where you imagine the end of the windscreen wiper blade would be. That's where you just keep that yellow line there. Now we've got a heck of a long way to go for our taxi. Not quite sure I'm going the right way, to be honest. I don't like having the taxi assist on because it just ruins the graphics. It just looks really odd. It looks really strange, so I prefer just to taxi without it, and hopefully I end up in the right place. So I'm going to turn off my auto throttle. Okay, let's wait here for clearance for departure. Takeoff clearance.
Tower jet in tree 17 X-ray and runway tree 4 ready for departure IFR to Washington.
Jet in tree 17 X-ray altimeter 29.9 wind 281 at 20. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 4 jet in tree 17 X-ray.
Okay, I've got my altitude set at 10,000 initially. My speed, I'm going to bring that up to 250. Not sure if I'll be going much faster than that today. If I'm hanging around about 10,000 feet, I won't be going much faster than that. Vertical speed, put that on 19. A nice, steady, gentle sort of a climb is about where I like to have it. Okay, auto throttle off, autopilot off, flight director is off, flaps are down. Okay, let's head out to the active runway. Okay, that's it. So it's quite a nice taxi, a very good taxi, and just a little tip that's quite handy to remember. Just bring the throttle quadrant up till the bottom of it is about level with that screw or that rivet there, and then you'll be at a good speed. You don't have to touch it again for the whole taxi. You can just leave it there, tap the brakes every so often, and get a nice steady sort of taxi going. Nice and smooth taxi. Right, let's bring the throttle up for takeoff. And what I like to do is I like to watch the engines spool up. Not quite up to full power, but get them up. So they're running hot, they're running stable. And then I release the parking brake. And we launch. Make sure it's in the center line for a start, because it's very hard to change it when you get further down the runway. Positive rate. Gear up.
Jet 317 X-ray contact Potomac departure on 126.75. Good day.
Good day. Acknowledge handoff.
126.75 for jet entry 17.
Flaps up. Okay, we're going to roll out to the right slightly. And it's see you later, Richmond International. We're on our way to Ronald Reagan. Now, I've never actually been to Ronald Reagan before, so it is the first time I've been to this airport. Okay, flight director on, auto throttle on, LNAV on, and autopilot on. Vertical speed is on. $7,000. Coming around now. Flaps up. Completely clean. Coming around now to intercept our course. Climb is stable. Beacon light off, taxi lights off, strobe light on, logo lights on. Well, we're up above those nasty looking clouds now, so it is nice and clear. Beautiful day up here.
Once you reach a comfortable cruising altitude, ladies and gentlemen, this flight attendant will be in the cabin to offer you a cocktail beverage of your choice, along with breakfast. There are 5 flight attendants on board tonight. I'm railing for your safety. If there's anything we can do to make the trip more enjoyable, please don't hesitate to ask. I would like you to sit back and relax. Enjoy.
Sit back and relax and enjoy the flight. You can see by our flight plan here, we don't have far to go at all, so we won't be up in the air very long actually. Not very long at all. Okay, we're about at our cruising altitude now, 10,000 feet.
Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck. We're level at our cruise altitude, so I'm going to turn off the seatbelt sign at this time. So you're free to move about as necessary. However, when seated, we would like you to keep your seatbelts comfortably fastened for your safety. We just checked the weather and expect smooth sailing for most of the flight. So for the most part, we're going to stay quiet and let you enjoy the entertainment and service, and we'll be talking with you later on the
13,000 feet. I don't think I want to go to 13,000 feet.
Landmark 729er1, contact Norfolk approach on 118.9er. Good day.
We haven't got that much. We haven't got that far to go. But that's what they want. So let's go to 13,000 feet.
118.9er for landmark 729er1.
If that's what air traffic control want, we better do it. Okay.
Jet entry 17 X-ray, did you copy?
Yep, I got you. I got you. Thank you very much.
13,000 feet, jet entry 17 X-ray.
Climbing to 13,000 feet as requested. Well, no outside views today. I'm sorry guys if it's a little bit boring. Let me know in the comments if it's too boring. But normally I spend almost as much time outside as I do inside. But this time, today, it is pilot's view only. So we are staying right in the cockpit where we are supposed to be. And I have a nice coffee coming from the hostess, from the flight crew very soon, so that is going to be very enjoyable. Nice fresh cappuccino will be beautiful. Let's just check our map because I think I'm going to want to start descending soon. We haven't got actually that far to go. Now, can I request cruising altitude decrease? 6,000 feet.
Center jet entry 17 X-ray. Request 2,000 feet.
Jet entry 17 X-ray, request denied.
Denied. Okay.
Jet entry 17 X-ray, descent and maintain 8,000 feet.
8,000 feet. Okay, got that. Thank
Descend and
you.
maintain 8,000 feet, jet entry 17 X-ray.
Thank you guys. That will do me for now. Let's go down to 8,000 feet.
Jet entry 17 X-ray, descent and maintain 10,000 feet.
8,000 feet. Got it. Vertical speed on. Vertical speed 19, about 1900. A nice
Jet entry
gentle.
17 X-ray, acknowledge last transmission.
Yes, I got you.
Descend
Thank
and
you.
maintain 10,000 feet, jet entry 17 X-ray.
Heading down to 8,000 feet. Confirm. Now I did a mistake here. That should have been minus, not plus. So that's the problem. I better change my vertical speed to minus. Sorry guys, you see that? You would have got a little bit confused. Okay, we're coming down to 8,000 feet, so I need to have minus 1900 on my vertical speed, not plus. So we're on our way down. So let me know in the comments below how you're going with your 737. Are you enjoying it? Are you flying some of the routes that I've been flying? And how's it been going? I still get the odd comment of people complaining about the faults with the aircraft. And that's fine. We all know it's not perfect, but concentrate on the good things, concentrate on the things you like, and just have fun. We all know it's not a real aeroplane, so you're not going to die, nothing bad's going to happen. Just fly it and have fun. Things will get better, guys. They will update the plane, so things will get better. And eventually PMDG will send out their 737 for us. And if we all want a study level aircraft, then many of us will be switching over to the PMDG 737, I'm sure.
Jet entry 17 X-ray, contact Potomac approach on 12.
I haven't really got into playing with this computer yet. I do my planning on the flight planning page. I find it easier rather than just punching in numbers and letters. I do it on the flight planning page. I can actually physically see the plan. I can see the route. I can see where the mountains are. I can see whether there's places I need to just change. It's just easier to plan when I can see the map in front of me. 8,000 feet. I think I want to come down to 5,000 feet. Bring down some more flaps. And I will lower my gear. Doing a manual approach here. Gear down, flaps down. This may not be pretty, guys. May not be pretty. Well, there we have it. We did manage to get down. Flaps up. And I stayed in the cockpit and didn't go outside to line up the runway like I often would have done. Gone outside to play it safe and to try and line up the runway. But we did it. We did it manually, a manual landing, and I stayed in the cockpit like a good boy, like a good pilot. I'm just going to pull in here. Well, I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll do it again soon. I love flying the 737. And welcome to all the new subscribers. Make a comment below. You can point out all the things I did wrong, okay? You can fill a book. You can write me a letter. But we're still learning here, remember? I just fly for fun. I'm not too serious. But I do try to improve as I go. It is a learning process. Regardless of how long you've been flying and how good you are, there is still a lot you can always learn. Alright guys, cheers, stay safe, and I will see you on the next video.